Hi guys, it's your girl Jen, and this is my second video in collaboration with Dayre. And if you've seen my What's in My Bucket List video, then you'll know that I've been wanting to cook my family a 3-course dinner. Well, guess what? This is the video where I show you how I prepped and fed my family. So let's get started. For my first course, I'm gonna make a spruced up arugula salad. And here's what you're gonna need. I'm going to start things off by prepping the cherry tomatoes. I'm going to take the tops off and I'm going to cut them in half. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start plating by adding the arugula along with the tomatoes and drizzle a bit of olive oil and grate some Parmesan cheese. Halloumi tastes the best when it's served straight away, so having everything else prepped saves you time and stress. And if you're not familiar with halloumi, it's a Greek cheese that you can usually find in like the special cheese area at the grocery store. And I'm just gonna chop the halloumi into even pieces around 1 centimeter each. Then I'm gonna throw the halloumi on a dry pan on medium heat. And I'm gonna cook these until both sides are brown. And this is gonna take around 5 minutes. While that's cooking, I'm gonna grab some pine nuts and I'm gonna put them on a separate dry pan on medium heat. And I'm gonna shake the pan occasionally until they're brown too. Once that's finished, I'm gonna plop them onto the salad and drizzle some balsamic glaze, and then you're good to serve. For my main course, I'm cooking a favorite of mine, which is spaghetti bolognese, and here is what you're gonna need. First up, you're gonna get 2 stalks of celery, a few carrots, and then an onion. You're gonna chop all these ingredients into really fine and even pieces, because that way they soak up the flavors better and they're gonna get soft a lot faster. Then you're gonna squash and roughly chop around 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. These don't have to be even at all. If anything, you kind of want them a little bit rough and jagged so they don't burn on the pan easily. Once everything is chopped, I'm gonna grab my trusty La Crusette, which Steph got me for my birthday. On medium heat, I'm gonna add some olive oil and I'm just gonna toss everything in. I'm gonna cook this for around 10 minutes until the vegetables are lovely and soft. Now I'm gonna add some tomato paste and I'm just gonna squeeze in half the tube. I'm not very shy with this. And I'm gonna fry this for around 3 minutes to take any of the bitterness out. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna add a sprinkle of oregano and stir that into the mix. It's time to add the meat, and usually I'll just use a ground chicken or turkey, but this time I went with beef because it's extra tasty. And I've plopped that in and I'm breaking it apart with my big ol' spoon, and while it's frying, I'm gonna add a cup of red wine. I've gone for a Spanish wine, Rioja, and this is my favorite wine to drink, so I thought, why not put it in the dish? I've added plenty of salt and pepper to season, and while that's cooking out, I'm gonna add a can of organic tomato sauce and some freshly chopped basil. I threw in a couple more cloves of garlic because I want it to be extra delicious. Now that everything's in the pot, I'm gonna turn the heat down to a simmer and I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna cook this for an hour and a half, stirring every 20 minutes or so. Now that the bolognese is nearly done, I'm gonna cook the spaghetti and serve it al dente. I'm gonna pile the bolognese on top and I'm gonna finish off with some grated Parmesan and more fresh basil because it tastes good and it looks pretty. Now it's ready to serve and everyone can enjoy. Finally, for dessert, I'm making my own version of a PAZOOKIE, and I'm cheating and I'm using a pre-made mix. Sorry about that. I just followed the instructions on the back, and you're just gonna need a brick of butter, an egg, and mix. And don't be dumb like me and use your hands, because it feels very strange. I decided on a fork because it's less messy and it gets the job done. Now on a greased pan, I'm gonna shape the dough into small balls and I'm gonna place them 2 inches apart since they're gonna expand. Put it in the oven for around 10 minutes, and once they're cooked and slightly cooled, serve with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and candy sprinkles. And voila, a fast and delicious dessert.
Did you cook?
I did cook it.
Oh yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious?
Thank you so much.
Ready to go home?
Good job.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm really glad that I get to scratch off one thing off my bucket list. And I haven't seen my family that happy in a really long time, and I don't know, it's crazy that you guys are a part of it too now. I'm keeping track of the rest of my bucket list items on my Dayre account, so feel free to download the app. My username is I'mJenim, and all my entries are going to be on there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!